Hi, it's Will from MonsterVine, and I'm here with Michael from Warner Brothers, and we're going to talk about Lord of the Rings War in the North, their upcoming action RPG experience. So you guys are showing off this Middle-earth experience. What's that all about?
Oh, I had no idea before I got into that, so it's pretty awesome actually. It's like people have registered and come to the event, and then we've had this huge Eye of Sauron that's been able to like pinpoint people and actually identify them. So the technology's kind of cool. I guess it's some sort of
some
GPS positioning, whatever. And then the prizes they're giving away are awesome. I really wished I could get them. It's like Gandalf's sword, it's Glamdring, it's Narsil. It's like really, really cool prizes too.
Cool. So what is Lord of the Rings War in the North?
It's interesting. So it's really bringing together a few things. One, it's a fantastic Lord of the Rings game. So we've got the advantage of having the movie rights and the book rights and being able to bring them together. So we can set the game in the Peter Jackson universe, vision of the universe. But we can also, drawing from Tolkien, take it off and explore other parts of Middle-earth that haven't been seen in the films before. And then on top of that, the studio, Snowblind Studios, has this fantastic history of action RPGs going back to Champions of Norith and Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. So it's a really great action RPG. And then also bringing that up to date. So, current gen Xbox 360 and PS3. So the graphics and the immersion, we can push that right up to have the best looking Middle-earth Lord of the Rings game to date. And then out of all of it, the thing I like the most, I think, is the 3-player co-op that you can play together with your friends on the couch, online. It's great.
Okay, so for Lord of the Rings, where is this position in the timeline of, you're borrowing a lot from Tolkien's works, as you said.
Yes.
You have an idea? Is this after the Two Towers or Fellowship? Or?
The story very much follows in parallel to the Lord of the Rings. Even insofar, we start near Bree at the time when Aragorn is there waiting for Frodo. We actually meet with Aragorn, so it touches on the story. Then we head off to investigate Fornost, where Sauron is gathering more armies, so we investigating what's happening there, and then we meet with Gandalf and Gandalf and Elrond in Rivendell, so again touching on the story. And then when Frodo and the Fellowship head south, our heroes head to the north. So it's paralleling the Lord of the Rings story and the journey of the Ring Bearer, but on the other front in the War of the Ring.
Okay. Also, for co-op gameplay, how are you doing the classes and stuff like that? Is every character kind of equal to each other?
Yes, so they're all equal, and the thing is, it's very much an action RPG. So to use RPG terminology, they're all DPS classes. Like they can all kick ass, they're all good in melee, they can all use range, they can all heal and do support. But then each class then has its own distinctive style of range combat. So for example, the dwarf, his crossbow is very, very effective at short range, very powerful, heavy bolts. The ranger has a bow, so it can be high rate of fire and long distance. The elf has a staff, so her range is much more around spell casting and being able to freeze enemies, set them on fire. And then with their abilities, the dwarf can use a war cry to draw aggro, so he can be a classic tank, or he can upgrade around his melee and wade into combat and be a more aggressive class. And the same so they've all got their own melee styles, their own defense styles, their own range styles, their own skills. So whatever class you play, there's a lot of flexibility.
That's good that they're incorporating a lot of RPG elements into this experience.
Yeah, and then as well, you're upgrading your whole fellowship, so you're upgrading all 3 characters. So when you go and play online, even if you play the dwarf normally, and maybe you're playing the elf, you're still playing your elf, so you can always play to your own play style.
Okay. So when can we expect Lord of the Rings War in the North to be in stores?
They haven't told me that yet. I certainly know we've finished the game, so that's good. So it's ready to go, and it's coming out this year, so it won't be too long to wait now.
Okay. All right. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.